This is the Huawei Nova 2i. It's a new mid-range phone with a unique feature of dual lens for both front and rear sides. You get a contemporary metal-bodied design and 2.5D curved glass. It manages to look and feel premium, and the all-metal device has a fingerprint sensor on the back. That leaves the all-glass front to remain smooth and clutter-free. Now let's look at the display. It has a lot of screen for the size, 5.9 inches squeezed into a 5.5-inch form factor. That's phablet screen territory packed into a smaller, easier to hold case. Perfect. The sharp Full HD screen provides punchy, slightly saturated colors, but the brightness is quite low when viewing in direct sunlight. Software is the EMUI 5.1 based on Android 7.0 Nougat. You can choose the apps to show up in a typical drawer Android style, or you can have it all on the home screen like in iOS. Powered by Huawei's own mid-range Kirin 659 processor, it comes with 4GB of RAM and 64GB of expandable storage. Gaming is powered by the Mali T830, and it delivers without getting hot. This may not be a high-end GPU, yet graphics-heavy titles like Asphalt Airborne run without noticeable lag. These days, if you want to be cool in the smartphone market, you need two lenses for the camera. This is an industry first. It features dual lens cameras both front and back. Is it a gimmick or does it work? Both cameras are supplemented by a smaller 2-megapixel unit. The smaller sensor provides depth of field information to create those interesting bokeh effects for your social media feed. The bokeh effect is excellent even though it's digitally produced. Where most other phones end up having a halo-like effect around the subject, this creates a much smoother, graduated appearance. Considering the clutter in our crowded city, the portrait mode background blur is a great feature to have. It seems the previous P9 and P10 flagships from Huawei have provided ample development experience. To answer our question, does it work? Yes, it does. Daylight shots are very good, although a lot of sharpening is evident if you zoom in. Dynamic range and color reproduction are quite neutral and realistic. Night shots can be a little grainy, but will produce impressive shots if you use the Pro mode, a tripod, and set a longer shutter speed. Battery performance is quite good, and we averaged a little over a day of typical usage. Now you might be asking, who is this mobile device for? Specifically two types of people. If you watch a lot of movies while sitting in Dhaka traffic, this is quite the right device. It can hold its battery charge while offering a huge display in a compact space. The dimensions also make it easily pass our pocket test. It is also for photographers on a budget. It takes very good photos, especially if portraits are high on your preference. Most daylight shots come out with good detail, while the front camera does brilliantly on selfies. That makes it a great tool for the budget-conscious young people who are very active on social media.